Hey, I'm Joe Gilder from Presonus. I want to talk to you about the ioSTATION 24C that we just released here at NAMM. Killer product, probably one of our most requested products. If you're familiar with Presonus stuff, this on this left-hand side is essentially our fader port, but we now have audio ins and outs on essentially a fader port. So we've taken our fader port and we've added 2 mic ins and 2 speaker outs for just $4.99 Australian. So, real quickly, I go through the features. We've got 2 inputs here. This can be either microphone, instrument, or line inputs if you press this button. So if you've got some external preamps you'd like to use, go for it. They'll work well with this. 48-volt phantom power available on both mic inputs. And we got separate controls for headphone volume and for speaker volume. And the best thing, this is one of my favorite features, there's a mute button for the speakers. So maybe you don't need a full-on monitor controller with lots of options for switching speakers and muting speakers, but you'd still like to be able to mute your speakers without having to turn the knob down every single time you want to mute them for recording, for example. Mute button right there mutes them right away without muting the headphones. Now, as far as if you're not familiar with the fader port, everything to the left of these knobs is our fader port, which is a great control surface for your DAW. You've probably seen different controllers that have 8 or 16 faders, and they're wonderful, but sometimes just one good fader is all you need. If you're using Studio One, whatever track you select in the DAW, this fader will jump to that level, so you can quickly click through tracks and move the fader as much as you want. I usually have this to the left of my mix position, so I've got my right hand on the mouse, my left hand on this, and they work together simultaneously. You got transport controls. I use that a lot when I'm recording my own vocals. So I'll stand maybe away from the computer and just have this near me. I can hit record, I can rewind, I can re-record, I can stop, all without ever having the music stop playing, which is, for me, helps me kind of stay in the groove and keep making music. And the final thing, there's lots of features here that you can discover. My favorite is this link feature here. Whenever you press the link button, it turns this knob into a controller for whatever you want in your software without having to map anything. So if I'm in Studio One and I hover my mouse over a compressor knob, as soon as I turn this knob here, that compressor turns in the software. And all I have to do is just hover my mouse over whatever control I want to control, and the mouse does it right away. I don't have to map things out, I don't have to set anything up, it just does it, which is insane. So the ioSTATION 24C, selling for $4.99 Australian dollars. It's a control surface, it's a little bit of a monitor controller, and it's an audio interface. Great product, check it out. Thanks.